Alright, hello everyone and welcome to another stream and video after a very long time. I've been busy with many things, with coaching, playing, writing courses and so on, so I didn't have a lot of time to make more videos. However, today I'm going to make a special one, because usually people do things which heal depression, but today I'm going to do something that causes depression. I'm going to play a match against this bot, LeelaRookOdds. I'll play a 10 games match, 3+2 time control. And yeah, I'll try to score half a point being a rook up against the engine. So I think it's about time to start. Pozdrav, također Zavaljenac. Također. Okay, so what should be the correct strategy here? I should open up the position somehow. So maybe, like, if I close the position, then I won't be able to win. But then again, if I play e5, then some quick attack. Okay, I'm thinking too much. Let's just play something normal. Okay, f4, d5. I definitely want to open up the position as soon as possible, so that my rook up can enter the game. Otherwise there will be little to no use of it. So take... Okay, I'm thinking for way too long. Let's just play normally. Takes, pawn takes, e5, why not? Just open up everything. Bishop there. Okay, bishop d6, maybe. 5. Bishop d7. The knight belongs, suppose, on f6. And somehow, again, the bot manages to close down the position. Okay, I'll go a6, b5, c4. I wonder how my rook is ever going to become more active. Okay, c4. b6 check, I suppose, is normal. Maybe h6 to stop anything coming to g5. And now, against a human, I would already ask them to resign. However, against the engine, it's not that simple. Okay, let's try. Do I exchange pieces? Wait, rook takes knight g4. Rook f1, nothing, but rook e2 it has. This knight is very stupid. It needs to be on c5, the bishop needs to be on c6. Okay, or maybe the knight on d6, bishop on c6. We'll find a way, hopefully. Okay, didn't see that. That causes the first big problem. I don't want a castle. But okay, well. Queen e5, then I have bishop f2 still. Now the bot doesn't want to trade pieces, of course. Bishop c6, maybe? Bishop c6, knight c4, bc, bishop h6. I'm thinking for way too long. Okay, let it sacrifice if it wants to. No, just rook f3. Queen b7, then it can... Am I thinking for so long? What is my score against Gershinic, Yakarlin and Troshel? I have no idea. Don't think I ever played them. Why? Okay, let's go rook a7, rook d7 maybe. The knight on b8 is so stupid. And why am I already afraid? I shouldn't be afraid. Actually, maybe I should be. Oh, this is usually so depressing. Now I'm lost, right? Okay, we'll see. This is so, like... This is so depressing. Basically, you have a totally won position, and then you play the most logical plan, and somehow you have nothing. Okay, I should play, of course, knight g8, f6, and solidify like this, but again, and you always end up losing these games. Okay, I need to focus a bit more. Just asking there my teammates in Austria, how is the Austrian Bundesliga going? Okay, let's go d5. I want to open up even more things in this game. One zero for the bot. Bishop h5. Let's go. Okay, already it wants to trap my bishop. a6 maybe. That way nothing will come to b5 anytime soon. Something could come to f4 though, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. Knight f4, knight b6. Can I go g5? No, knight h5, knight h5, hg. Doesn't work, obviously. This is so depressing, but okay. I'll finish this match because I have to. So g5 now takes. There will be some queen g2 check. Okay, let's see. I need to get rid of this. There will be knight e4 also. Hello to on off 21. How is it going? Could be well, could be better. How about you? Might be awarded 8-0 win a team we lost to. With what, they break the rules or something? It's been a while, yes, it's been a while since I last streamed. Any new tournaments? I played many new tournaments. And now basically, as far as I can see, I have nothing here. Wherever I give a check g1, it goes to d2. And then after queen f2, knight e2, I gave up a rook and I got nothing in return. Okay, that's one castle. Play position within. They fielded an illegal player? Yeah, that happens. There are also cases in Croatia. This is my application record for the second team this next season. I will refrain from commenting for now. But this, against these bots, you don't win, you lose. That's just how it goes. If I can put the bishop on d4, maybe it can be... Okay, I don't know why I'm hoping for something in these games, but yeah. Against these bots, you just lose. That's the problem. Okay, let's try to bring the knight to e5. How did my tournaments go? Not too well. More busy with writing courses and so on. As you can see by these games, I'm better in writing courses and coaching than in playing, unfortunately. Have to take or what? e6 maybe, or takes. Knight h4, bishop d5, that's not ideal. This is also not ideal, but... Austria might be unique because they have these rules about home and guest players. Yeah, I don't know. The first Bundesliga Austrian, it doesn't happen that they lose like this. Okay, I'm sure I get checkmated somehow with queen c4, but never mind. King d8, bishop b7 or what? No, bishop b7, I have queen d1. Okay, what does this thing have in mind? It just wants to enter a winning endgame or what? After knight d3, bishop b7. Okay, I'll stop that. Yeah, but my bishop is just too stupid, and after queen d6, queen a6, I'll just lose like this. And bishop c2 will even defend all the threats. Sorry, queen a4. Okay. That's 2-0. And it will probably be 1,000,000. Okay, d4. I don't care. c5. Knight c6. Okay, this I'll take for sure. No question about that. b6. Okay, e6 first. Solidify. Knight c6. Now knight f6. I mean, a piece trade should favor me, right? Maybe maybe not though, but okay. Have to try, I guess. Okay, bishop d7. If it goes c4, I don't care. Okay, bishop e7. No checkmate yet, right? Yet. Soon that could change. g6 or castle. You know what? Let's castle. I don't care. Take it if you want. It doesn't want to take my rook. Bishop c6. Now when I move the knight somewhere, where do I want to move the knight? b6 maybe? Let's go to b6 that way after. Okay, bishop takes, pawn takes. Now it takes this. Queen e4. Yeah, that pawn on d3 is quite weak. Let's try to attack that. Okay, I managed to exchange quite a big number of pieces in this game. Let's go here. Rook d4. Now, what's the way to... The bots are always causing problems. Okay, let's go queen e8. And rook d8 back. At least I provoked c4. Bishop f8, queen d7 is the idea. But bishop f8, knight e4. Also a problem. How much would I expect to score against an engine with those rook odds? Half a point at best. So, okay, let's go with the queen to g7. Okay, now it at least has to defend this pawn. So maybe I achieved something. Maybe. b4. Okay, take. It wants what? d4. Yeah, this thing creates problems like in a human way. c5 is no good. Rook c8 then I have to play. Now it plays c5 itself. I need to defend this. Okay, I don't care. I'm happy with the draw here. Am I really happy with the draw here? It's so disgusting to make draw in this position. I don't care. I've become too afraid to play for a win. What's the evaluation? -3. Might be 8 or something. Okay, I have half a point, it's not 0. Which makes me above many of the other Croatian grandmasters who have tried this. So that's also important. Let's continue. My opponent might be cheating. Yeah, could be. But we don't care. Even a strong GM like me, well, I don't know if you should call me a strong GM or an average GM or a weak GM, but yeah, even a GM. This was tried by 2 other Croatian GMs. They scored 0 out of 7. Together, of course. Okay, let's go knight c6. Usually this e4 is garbage because of bishop g4. However, okay, if I go knight d4 and get rid of one knight, how bad can it be? What's the trick after bishop d7? There has to be some trick, right? Knight e5. Yes. This is so annoying. Like on c6 there is takes on bishop f7. No, bishop d7 there is also bishop f7. Then I'll go b5 anyway. Because bishop f7... Oh, this one. Yeah, problems. But for example, when you look at this, when you look at this engine's rating, the engine's rating is supposed to be like 3,500 or something, which means that it should beat me in a way that I beat a 1,600. So that's why I'm giving myself so little chance here. Okay. Yeah, that was wrong. I was not supposed to make that move. Okay, maybe c5. DC, it took. Why did it take? Like, I'm not even guessing its moves and it's still beating me. That's the worst, when you cannot guess a single move by your opponent and you're still getting destroyed. Okay, I want to get rid of some pieces at least. So now bishop c6, it will include knight d6. Okay, then I'll escape from here. Also, If you want, so if I heard correctly, Caruana lost a match like this with knight odds, not with rook odds. He lost 8.5 to this engine. Okay, I want to see what it prepared here. Knight d6. And why is that any good? Yeah, I can make a draw. I'm a full rook up now. But still, queen e7, e5. No. No, this was the wrong thing to do, right? Yeah, I was supposed to go queen e7 first anyway. Now it's much worse than it would have been there. Yeah, you just lose these games, that's the problem. LeelaRookOdds is doable, always make a draw. Nah, I mean, I cannot make a draw, that's the problem. Because usually it declines draws even in lost positions. But yeah, I don't know what I wanted here. Queen c3 was probably best. But yeah, here I just, because I'm also getting into big time trouble trying to outplay this thing. But yeah, okay, I mean, I was supposed to just play if I wanted a draw, I could have taken this one. Without the rook, it would have to make a draw. But I was like, okay, let's try to do something, and yeah, one wrong move and you can resign, basically. Here I was afraid of some e5 or rook d3. But yeah, after this, h3 position is still totally winning for me. I don't know if I can go for something like this. Maybe. Okay. What's that? 4.5/2. No, 3.5/2. You're only human, so when you get a chance, make a draw. Yeah. Succumb to the AI, right? Okay, open up the position. That's the strategy. Yeah, but that last one I should just take the rook and make a draw. That's the better strategy. Okay, e6. Let's go for this pawn. Look, it's defending that pawn. I'll take it by force then. Fine. I'm also thinking for way too long. Rook g1. But it still beats me, no matter the moves. Well, it's not even such a bad move because I cannot go g6, bishop g7 in time. And yeah, it always causes practical problems. So I would need to go e5 at some point, right? Or castle. Okay, why not castle? Castle cannot be too bad, right? Yeah, artificial intelligence detected, unfortunately. If it wasn't detected, it would be... Nah, it wouldn't be easier for me. Even if I don't know if I'm playing against it, I would still lose. Knight e4 is logical, but... Okay, whatever. The other knight will go to d7. Maybe I can also take this and go knight d7. Okay. Who cares? I'll trade pieces this way. This one I should really win, but yeah. I need to go e5. Oh, it goes e4. Okay, I don't want to take. Okay, you know what? Take it. It's more important that I don't get under some horrible attack than having this pawn, I think. Okay, bishop e6, rook c8, knight c4. Fine. g6, fair enough. I didn't see that, of course. But I can go queen c5 now, maybe. And rook c3 is the problem. So it probably has to take... No, it's not afraid of... It's not afraid of anything. Seriously? Okay. Bishop h3, king e2, rook d8. Can it defend from rook d2? I don't know. There we go. I sincerely hope I can win this position, because if I can't, it would be a small problem. Disaster. Why don't you just play like Leela in your over the board games? Then you'd be world champion soon. Yeah, why wouldn't I do that? Yeah, I'm winning. I won one game. Wow. So this segment, no, it's not. Yeah, this segment I lost 3.5, 1.5. Now the other segment where I'm white. Let's continue. This really needs to be... Okay, so open up the position. Push everything, open up the position. That should be the correct strategy. Hello to Fate. Queen odds to rook odds is an insane difference, yes. In virtual odds, I got way more than I expected for now. Wait, it allows f4. I mean, just to get some more counterplay. Fine. I'll probably regret this, but... It can do many things with the queen, that's the problem. With the knight it cannot do so... With the rook it cannot do so much damage. With the queen it can do a lot of damage. So yeah, it's a very big difference. Okay, and I want the position as closed as possible. So take your pawn. Engine. Okay, this bishop needs to be here, I think, to stop any knight g4 nonsense. Here. Maybe I'll put the queen, where did I put it? a4 maybe. Just run away. e5. Fine. don't want to take. Fe5, what is with Fe5? 92, 92, knight g4. Great. Don't enter tactics. Rook d1. Amazing. Okay, let's go rook d1. Rook fd1, that way after some knight e2 I have knight f1 later. f5. Now the engine without a rook is opening up the position. And I still don't see its point. That's the worst part. I still don't see why it's doing it. e5, e4 is wrong. Bishop d4 is wrong. fe5, bishop e5. Okay, this I guess then. Bishop c6. I don't want to take that. Knight b5. No, this is surely wrong. Now there is... Wait, if I take with the queen... It doesn't even matter what I take with. There is always queen e4. Oh man, I'm blundering heavily. Oh dear. And somehow I'm again lost. It shouldn't be a surprise at this point, but it still is. I don't know why it is, but... Yeah, this I can freely resign. Yeah, bishop c6. This I can freely... This I can freely resign. But this... Like... I should definitely keep the position open, but yeah, I overpushed it. But yeah, e5, knight d4. Fine. Just not knight b5, right? Rook d1, what was... Wait, what did I blunder here? Rook d8. Some knight... But who would see this? How can a human see this? Bishop b7, rook d7, and now I cover everything. Yeah, as soon as you enter some tactics, you lose, basically, in a Blitz game. How does it feel to be at the receiving end of swindle for once? I mean, considering how I was... How this year for me was full of that. I drew or lost a bunch of winning positions this year in classical chess, so yeah. I'm not you, but here I'm at least expecting it. I already scored way more than some people, so don't worry. I'm already happy. Wait, it's not accepting challenges. What, did I do something wrong? Ah yeah, I chose black. Yeah, the famous troller Shellingford is in my chat. Yes, indeed. Okay, now I will not open up anything. Let's just see how that will go. If I don't open up the position and attack, it can bluff freely and we never call. Yeah, don't play poker against Leela or Stockfish or anything. Okay, a6. Now I'm using its tactics against it. It always does this with the pawn, so... Problem is I'll probably regret it. I'll probably lose that pawn in a couple of moves and then ask myself why did I do that. Actually castles that way. Okay, so wait, if I go d5 and take that pawn, why am I not winning? Ah, because of takes rook e8. Yeah, fair. I'll castle first time. Now it defends the pawn, okay. Just trade pieces. Would be nice if it actually worked that way. So d5 takes... If I try trading pieces, I will regret it. Okay, e5 then, I suppose. You see, it doesn't want to trade pieces on my terms. I tried. Okay, take. It takes, and now what? b3, bishop a3 maybe. No, then this thing is a problem. Okay, b3 I'll still play, I think. Because this bishop, it won't do much here. Even f5 it goes. So bishop c4, what will it play? d5. g3 I don't want to play, but maybe I should. Okay. Every weakening move in front of the king, I know I'll regret it. Like, I know I'll regret it, but I still play it. Now it will play some knight f4 nonsense if I do this. Okay, I stopped caring a long time ago, so I'll just pre-move it and see what happens. Here. Now where? King h2 runs into some... Okay, it doesn't matter, I'll have bishop d6 anyway. And now it will go to e8 and to h5. Great. Just what I wanted to see. Take. Why is this good? Rook f5. Oh, great. And now knight h3, it will play rook h5. But I don't care so much. Oh, bishop c6, that's the move it beat me with last time. Okay, maybe I'll have to sacrifice some pieces then. Queen h5, great. How lost is this? Oh. But it causes so much problems with this tactic, these tactics. Okay, if I take rook f7 or what? Can't possibly be serious. Maybe I win this game in the end. There we go. I won after tactics. How did this happen? Okay, I didn't win yet, but now I win. Wow. I was not supposed to survive this, but... Let's make 500 queens. Oh, I'll enjoy this so much. No, check. Wow. How did I win after tactics? I've never seen... I never thought it's possible to win after tactics. Queen e4, rook f5. Yeah, I've seen this one. This was probably the critical thing. I've seen this knight c7, and then it already gave up. It was a rook down already, and it gave up a piece. So yes, then it tried to bluff, but this queen g4 was queen g4 was like safety option. Get rid of the queen, and then there is no checkmate. Okay. Oh, man. so depressing. I'm celebrating like if I won the world championship, and I was a rook up, and it was a rook up at the start of the game. Okay, let's try d4 this time. a6 was good. Yeah, that one decided the game. Okay, it changes its tactics, but this one worked, so I'll stick with this for now. Knight f3, bishop d3, and this a4, and whatever. Let's give a check first also. It's tempting to get rid of the pieces, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get rid of both knights immediately, just to see how it works. f6, I mean. Okay, or e5 maybe. e5 take. Yeah, why not? Now I'll get rid of... No. It's probably not the most ideal, but if I don't get rid of it, it will take on f6. Okay. Take. Like, even if I manage to get rid of the pieces, somehow it still causes problems. Okay, let's develop the knight first. Knight f5. Great. Okay, go away. Engine. It's so annoying. Did I blunder something already? Maybe. So wait, knight e4, knight ge4, doesn't blunder checkmate, queen h4, g3, it wants queen h3 then, and then knight c4, queen g2. Great. In that case, I guess I have to go here, which is definitely not what I had in mind. Yeah, now queen e4 is going to be problematic. Knight e4. How is knight e4? Knight e4, rook f3, knight g5, rook e3, king f2. No, this is better, I think. At least more safe. The king f2 I cannot go, unfortunately. I didn't see that. But I can go here. Okay. I need to... Maybe this is the right moment to give up material. To give up some material back. Knight g5. What will it play after that? I need to use my flagging skills now, right? So it takes... Fine. Give a check now. Oh, but bishop d5. Why did I allow that? So unnecessary. But okay. Declining a draw is so stupid, probably. But okay. Come on, now it's thinking about bishop b5 for zero reason. When the engine starts pre-moving against you, then you know you're screwed. Yeah. This is not holdable. How did I lose? I was really not supposed to lose this one. Like, I was really not supposed to lose this one at this moment. Like, just c4 or something. I don't know. I don't even know what's the... Why didn't they go rook c8? So winning. Take draw for sure, yeah. Could you play the London next game? I'd love to see the London being dismantled, the rook down. Yes, yes. On move 24. The other knight, I could have, I wanted to sacrifice this first knight and get rid of the rook, because I can of course go with the other one as well. It's quite possible, but I just thought that then it takes the pawn, and I don't know, I wasn't sure. And here I think this was this decision was fine, because the rook is it's also more safe, but the rook, the knight in g5 is causing trouble. E6 hangs all the time, and yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to get rid of some pieces. That's the thing, and this was all fine up until this point when I started playing. Like, when I didn't play rook c8. Rook c8, I'm pretty sure I would have won. I would have won the game, because then it loses another pawn. So. Okay, you still never know, because every mistake you make gets punished here. So what do you want? The London. It looked working, then it didn't. Yeah. There. With the London, I'll probably win. That's the saddest thing. So. Yeah. Okay. c4. Okay, only 2 more games. d5. I guess I have to play in all of these lines. h4 also. Knight odds is even harder, of course. I mean, knight is not worth as much as a rook, no? Last time I checked. No, I'm already happy with the score, even if I lose everything else. So don't worry. Besides, I'm only doing this because I promised that I'll do it to some people who tried it and then didn't have the greatest result of them all. I mean, I want to get rid of the knight with knight b3. It's knight b3, knight e4, take. Okay, how bad can it be? Usually when I ask myself that, I regret asking myself. Winning with the London, now you're being ridiculous, come on. Well, we'll see. Okay, now at least it can never play c5, dc6, bc6 again. So maybe we achieved something. Also, it's short castled, so maybe there is hope. I don't want a castle, because if I castle, then yeah, well, we know what usually happens when I castle against Leela. Okay, b4. Take it. I got rid of one pair of pieces. Now,